John Lennon and Paul McCartney's songwriting process wasn't always harmonious, with the pair often working apart. For the most part, they would spend their early days jamming in Paul's boyhood home. But when the 1960s went on and creative differences within the band became apparent, John and Paul began to write separately before sending it back and forth for revisions. At times, they would compose individual parts before combining them into a finished song. One such song was A Day in the Life from the legendary 1967 album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Half of the song was written by John in January 1967, with inspiration from a variety of newspaper stories. Paul, reflecting on his background in Liverpool, supplied the middle 8 section after performing his part to Paul. The passing of Tara Brown, heir to the Guinness Brewery, and an article in the Daily Mail regarding potholes in Blackburn were two events that impacted John's lyrics. He claims that his school commute served as inspiration for Paul's part, which shows the narrator getting up, lighting up, and racing to catch the bus. Other 1967 hit, Baby, You're a Rich Man, was also created using a comparable collaborative technique. On July 7, 1967, this song was issued as the B-side to the non-album single, All You Need Is Love. The unusual birth story of the Beatles hit, Baby, You're a Rich Man, begins with One of the Beautiful People. Just as in A Day in the Life, John found inspiration in newspaper stories documenting the hippie movement. Paul added the memorable chorus from another unfinished song, which he had been working on, and the final title was born. John elucidated the creative process in an interview in 1980. That's a combination of two separate pieces put together and forced into one song, he explained. There was half that belonged to me. He sang, How does it feel to be one of the beautiful people, now that you know who you are, da 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 da, throughout his performance. Then Paul walks in and licks himself, saying, Baby, you're a rich man. This session was recorded at Olympic Sound Studios in London, rather than their regular location at EMI Studios on Abbey Road. Many still see of it as one of their best songs because of how well it got over with fans